was a rumor, because what were we going to do if they got divorced? Other than get ready, because it's coming our way. I think that anybody who's been married, what have they been married, they said, for 13 years, the same amount of time as us. We're 13 and a half years. Couples fight, with celebrity couples, it gets more magnified. Their house is huge. Everybody go to one side and the other and get back together. They better not divorce, or else we're next. All right, so I'm traveling with my wig head Shakeetha. Rita, by the way, is one of my Hot Topics producers back in New York. And yeah, I'm traveling with hair, makeup, people from New York. This is my wig head Shakeetha. She and I met in the beauty supply store. And she looked at me like the stink look, which is what she's giving you right now. And I looked at her like, you're too pretty to be so angry and you're too young. So I told her to come with me, and I wanted to show her a different way of life. We all know somebody like Shakeetha. She's 25 years old, didn't graduate from high school. She's been told she's gorgeous all of her life, and that's why she looks like that. Those aren't contacts, these are her real eyes, and she's just a gorgeous girl. But her attitude is that of self-entitlement. She's undereducated and over-sexualized, and she believes the way to the top is on her back. With a ball player, let's cut to the chase. With a ball player, which is like, she's from uptown, and in every town there is an uptown, every city. In New York, it's uptown like Harlem. She spends her time waiting at the back door of Madison Square Garden for the ball players to come out. One of them she's hoping will wife her one day, or something like that. Girls like this can use women like us, because we're the ones to show them that you can be beautiful, but you can also be your own woman. Get your own money, be smart, be intelligent. And there's nothing wrong with aspiring to marry a basketball player or whatever it is that you're going to do, but don't make it your career. She's never worked a day in her life, ever. Her job is to stay gorgeous, she says. So that's Shakeetha, my wig head. And P.S., do you watch Housewives of New Jersey? Yeah. Okay, look, Teresa Judy's. Right? I love that show. Thanks, Shakeetha. Okay, so another component of the Wendy Williams show is Ask Wendy. I love Ask Wendy because, this is why I love Ask Wendy, because, I don't have a PhD in answering people's life questions. All I have is a little bit of life experience, and the idea that people entrust and stand up on live TV, because we're live out of New York at 10 a.m. The Wendy Williams show is not taped, so if I fall, you see. Do you remember the day I came out, I had my shoes in my hands? Were you watching that day? Yeah. That was so real, it was ridiculous. They couldn't get my shoes zipped up, and then all of a sudden, the announcer says, and here's Wendy. It's live, that's why you saw that. I love doing live TV, because you never know what can happen. And if I fall one day, timber! It's going to be a mess. And then Joel McHale will really have something to talk about on the Soup. Okay, I love Ask Wendy, though. And so I'll show you how it works if you're not familiar. It's time for Ask Wendy. Woo! How you doing?
Oh, my God. Well, I'm going to be doing better after you tell me my answer to my question.
Okay.
I am in so much trouble. My kids signed me up for my 40th high school reunion. And I was like Queen Bee, and I was supposed to be real successful, and I thought I was going to be a wife and mother. And now I'm divorced, my kids are old, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Should I just, make up stories, or how can I be fabulous and confident? You've got to show me how to do it, because I just don't know what to do.
Okay, I'm going to translate. I love this question. Translation. This lady right here who's standing up in the beautiful cheetah print blouse, embellished with a bit of faux turquoise, gorgeous, and the earrings to match, she is going to her 40th year high school reunion. She was the mean girl back in high school. I'm going to translate. You didn't say that, but I'm going to say it. Because I was the girl that you didn't like. I was like, you hurt my feelings back then. Yes. And now high school's over, and the bane of my existence in high school was, I'll show him. So we live for the moment when we see girls like you. But I'm going to put my feelings aside and say this. Good luck with your 40th year reunion. I can tell reason. There is nothing wrong if that your marriage didn't work out. Don't lie and feel bad because you got divorced. That's number one. Number two, don't make up stories about things that you've done, because I'll bet you the stories that you have are fabulous. You just have to put a remix on them. The idea that you've raised your children, fabulous. I love your hair. Dye your roots. They're too gray. That's number one. I see you, dear. Dye your roots, right? Do a little moisturizer and some makeup. I see you have a perfectly scrubbed face. You have a great base to work with. Your attitude is wonderful. Go there and hold your head up high. And don't be the mean girl. Be the grown woman now who understands how she was in high school and embrace the life that you live. You look nice. Do you mind me asking you how old you are?
57.
57. You look terrific. Don't forget your roots and a little makeup and a lip gloss or something. Yes, you look wonderful. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and that's what Ask Wendy's all about. We have time for another one? Okay, here we go.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm a mother of two. I have a 3-year-old son and I have a 12-year-old son. And it seems like whenever I ask them to do something or stop doing something or reprimand them, they just think I'm playing or they don't take me seriously. But when Daddy tells them to do something, they do it immediately. How can I get that to change?
Well, this is the thing about kids that I don't like. Including my own. This is the thing about kids that I don't... Oh, I have to repeat the question. Okay. This lady right here, raise your hand so people can look at you. She is a mother, and she has a 3-year-old son and a 12-year-old son, and whenever she tells her kids to do something, they don't listen to her like, pom-pom, quick, do it. But when Daddy says do it, they jump to it and they do it. I'll be honest with you, I don't have this problem at home. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because I get up all in his grill. And I grab him by the collar. I stretch it. You know why? Because I'm the one who has to wash it and shrink it back to shape. I stretch his collar. I pull him to hot breath. You know what hot breath is? You pull him in so they feel your breath and they feel those twinges of spit. And don't raise your voice. Because that's a part of why they think that we as mothers are crazy. Because we go all crazy and raise our voices and get up. No. Pull them in and you talk low and deep and be firm and you speak in hot breath and you tell them what you want them to do. I don't know anything about raising girls since I don't have a girl, but I can tell you one thing right now. These boys, they believe these stereotypes about women and about how, when Dad says it, do it, but mommy's a pushover. No, she's not. Get your behind upstairs and pick up your room. Yeah, and when you say pick up, spit on him. Pick up. Got it? Right, Mom. And if that fails, I believe in spankings. Now, once they get to be a particular size, it's called a beat down. That's all. All right. We have time for one more Ask Wendy.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm a mom and a wife, and I have a friend who's a best friend of mine who's been telling me that it's time to start dyeing my hair. I've got some of the gray starting in, but I always saw myself as that wise old hippie woman with the long gray hair. But she says I need to stay young a little longer. What would you suggest I do?
Well, how old are you?
37.
I'm with your friend. Let me repeat the question. This is a 37-year-old woman right here, and she's with her girlfriend who's sitting down next to her. Her girlfriend has been saying to the woman asking the question, you need to start dyeing your hair. The woman asking the question says that she always saw herself as a wise old hippie woman. And then she told me she was 37.
Oh, no.
Really? Are you really 37?
Yeah, can you see? Can you see the gray from here?
Yeah, the gray is saying 47. Listen, girlfriend, I'm with your friend. Yeah, a little dye on your hair, there's nothing wrong with it. Listen, I like a salt and pepper look. There's nothing wrong with having gray in your hair. But in your case, you're 37, you should, yeah, I agree. So yeah, start dyeing your hair. And there's nothing wrong with being wise, but you don't have to be wise and old. And there's nothing wrong with embracing your age. I say my age all the time on the show. People always ask why I do that. And I say because age is relative. Age is relative. That's why I say my age. And we can do whatever we want to do on the outside, but the bones and the insides never lie. Like when you, everything hurts. That's age. 37, you should look a lot, you should have more pep in your step.
Thank you.
Okay, now look, enough of that. By the way, that's why they call it the Say It Like You Mean It tour, because, you know, on the Wendy show, we say it like we mean it, because we only have 1 hour with each other per day. If we had a longer time, maybe there'd be time to sugarcoat the truth a little bit more. But there's not. All right, look, what I'm about to do is show you my J-Lo pose. Because here's the thing, I've been practicing all summer. That J-Lo, she's a pretty woman, but she's a one-trick poser. Look, she dims her eyes, and she always looks like she wants to stab someone. And I find that, you know what, those pictures where you don't smile are the best pictures. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my J-Lo pose for you, and then you take the picture and you tweet it and you Facebook it, so that, because I know you already watched the show, but maybe your friends don't. So then you put it up there, and then your friends will start watching, and then maybe after this 3rd season, we'll get a 4th season. Okay, all right, and I'm gonna pose, I'm gonna go around and pose like that, okay? All right, hold on, here we go. Talk show. They're also on the road with me, my glam squad. You often ask who is responsible for it. Well, we'll start with makeup. Morel Hollis. Yeah. He beats my face. And then we'll go to wardrobe. Deborah Medeiros Baker. Who does a great job picking out clothes. There's only one rule with wardrobe that I have, and that is it's got to be stretchy. Yeah, because after the weekends, you know, it's got to stretch up, and by the end of the week, it stretches down. Good. And finally, on hair/wigs, we've got Antoine Jackson. You know, this year, we got Best Hair on Daytime TV. Antoine won. And we were in the category with Ellen, The View, and The Price is Right, Drew Carey. And we won! So, I'm really happy about that. You guys, I'm going to give you my website, because if you still are not so familiar with me, or you just want to know more, or maybe you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, I'm going to give you all of my address. Or if you're ever in New York, the tickets to the show are free. We're on 53rd Street, right in between 9th and 10th Avenue, if you're familiar with the city. Okay, go to wendyshow.com. That's my website. Now, you can follow me on Twitter, #SayItLikeYouMeanIt. And also, I'm on Facebook. Is that it? Is that the address? Oh, okay. Social media. I can't take it. Listen, don't forget the new season begins on September 12th. Right here in Chicago. You can watch me weekdays at 10 a.m. on Fox. I love you so much for taking time from your day.